Yep, there we go. Right. I'm going to just give it 1 or 2 more minutes, see if there's anyone else who's going to pop in and say hello, because currently it's just me and you. Right. Let me retweet it again. Oh, right. Right, obviously no one else wants to fucking come say hello. Who likes my thing? Oh, whatever, fuck it. Right, right, so what we're going to quickly go over is, obviously, it's midweek, it is Wednesday. It's been quite a long day for me. I had to get up and take my rabbit to the vet this morning. So what I'm going to do, just going to quickly sum up what's happened so far this week. Say, obviously, I've filled out what I said that I was going to do on Monday, which was the trade plan thing. I haven't really kept up to it as much as I would like to, but I have been at uni and doing other shit. It's no excuse, but yeah, anyways. One of you lot asked me to talk about dollar CAD, and that trade, which I'll definitely go over. I'll actually bring it over onto the screen in a minute. Also, I'll talk about, obviously, my trades, what other new trades I think would be nice this week, and a few missed opportunities today, actually, which would have been very nice. One was definitely in my trade, would have been... I'd have been able to trade it, and it would have gone in line with my trade plan, but I just really wasn't on the ball today. I really just didn't show up. There's a few other things as well, but I'll probably remember them as soon as I go through. So yeah, right. So my week so far, let's just say it's going fucking sideways. I'm currently up about half an hour now. If any of you followed me on Twitter, you probably saw I was down 1 hour and then all of a sudden I was up again. Now, this was because I took 2 trades which were yesterday. Wait, were they yesterday or Monday? Let me have a quick check. History, current month today. Oh, fuck's sake. Yesterday. Right, yeah, they were yesterday. Now, the 2 trades that I took, and I'll do them in order, was a pound short and also a oil short. Now, I'll quickly go over the what I was trading on cable. Let me just get out my journal, go to the bottom. Right, so as you can see, I fucking hate when everyone does this. As you can see here, this was the position, and what I'll do is I'll show you on the chart why I got in the trade and all the other shit as well. I can actually get the picture up of what it was actually. So if I quickly go off this. So obviously we broke down through this this daily level on the 23rd. Now, because we've broken through it, I thought it would be a decent area to get short, because I thought pound's still a little bit weak. I don't know. I just thought, we never know, might get some positive results with obviously all of the dollar news coming out. Now, I wanted to get short this area here. Now, I'll quickly put a box onto the chart where I was short. So I was short this area, so it was about there. My stop was above these 2 highs. Now, looking back on it, it probably wasn't the best trade to take, but it had a lot of confluence on it. So if I quickly get up what I just showed you, which was the picture on Edgewonk. Oh fuck, where's that? Do you know what? I'll get it up in here. Fucking hell, right, that's what I need, put that over there. pictures, hourly, down to the bottom and here. Right, so this is the picture of the trade. Now, this was, I like this trade still due to the fact that we had a 50% fib and we had the daily level, and obviously what we can see is we broke out of this area quite rapidly, and normally I like actually to see us accelerating into a position. Don't like it when it slowly grinds into it. I don't ever really find that I get winning trades when it slowly grinds into a level or where I'm looking to trade at. Now, obviously it was a loss, but the things to take away from it, I think, was I did stick to my trade plan, and it was actually, if that was to set up again, I'd probably take it. Looking back at it, obviously you've got the level which my stops on is actually pretty much going into the previous lows over here. Which, looking back at it, yeah, it's annoying. However, you can't win them all. Now, on to the next one, which was my oil trade, which I was actually, this oil trade I was very, very happy with. Now, this is the oil trade here. Let me just sit up there. So, what my plan was for this trade was actually on the 4-hour chart. Now, you might be wondering, Cam, why the fuck are you trading the 4-hour chart? Now, the reason why was because I didn't really like how it was setting up on here. I didn't really like how we had this pull back into the level. And if you go up the chart, I know it sounds like I'm a bit of a cunt, but how I look at it is it looks a lot more attractive trading it on as a 4-hour management than anything else. Now, looking at it, we can kind of say, yeah, well done, you had a pick perfect trade and the hat off to you. But looking back on that as well, okay, it's got a very good level. Let me get the picture up for you of when the trade actually went through. We had a very good weekly level, which automatically to me is a trade altogether. If we've broken a weekly level, it's a grade 3. We actually had a very good placement for ATR. Obviously, it's almost on the area where we want to get short. And yeah, I can't really argue with it. Obviously, looking at on the hourly, it doesn't look as pretty. But if you go on to the 4-hour, which was where I found the entry, seeing here the last low pre-break, and then I stuck my stop above this candle here, even though I know we're going into these lows here, which is a very dangerous stop anyways, because what you normally find is they like to price likes to revisit these kind of areas, but we, as you can see, pretty much pick perfect, almost no drawdown on that trade. And yeah, I just had my take profit at 63.63, and yeah, very, very happy with that trade. Yeah, that's been my week so far. It's been a bit slow. I think today was actually a very, very good day if you're on the ball and you're definitely looking for these trades. Now, someone's just messaged me on Twitter. Other little bits that we can probably talk about. If we actually go, let me just get it up, back on Edgebonk. What did I speak about on Monday? I had a few areas. Oh yeah, I had obviously the euro dollar areas marked out, which I had this one here at 1.12031, and obviously this one up here. Now, the reason why I pulled both of these trades is quite simple. And if you're familiar with Tom's content or many other people's content, you might know why already. Now, I like to trade to the first trouble area. I don't really like holding my trades any longer than that. It's just one of my preferences. I've always done it, and it's one of those things I don't really think I would ever change either. The only way I actually keep holding the trade is if we have a daily bias or a weekly bias, but that's another thing for another day. Now, when we're looking at these levels and these areas for business, the first one that really, like, if I take this off, the first one that really pointed at, shot out to me was on the hourly. So getting short here. Now I wanted to get short here down to this to the area down here, and I did point this out on Monday, but because we came up and kind of made it less than 1/2 the win, I was like, there's no point in keeping that on anymore. Now you might be wondering why it was a little bit higher up here. So if I actually go up onto the 4-hour chart, you'll see clearly why I wanted it. Now obviously we got the breakthrough, and I would have had my entry under the last day pre-break. My stop would have been above here, which is actually a shit stop because it's going into these lows over here, and it's very close to this level. Now the reason why I also pulled this is quite obvious, is it started turning right before the entry. So as soon as it started doing this turning motion, I was like, right, fuck this, I'm taking this off. I didn't really want that trade anymore. And the other one, which was up here, that was the hourly one. If I go back onto the hourly chart, you can kind of see why it's even at this level here, it was above 1R. But as soon as we turned here, I was like, nope, taking that one off as well. Which, yeah, it's annoying, but from what I've learnt so far, when we start moving away from the entry points, and especially like this, where you see it's kind of very, very near entry, but then falling away, especially when it's kind of gone back into the area where I would have had my take profit. You can kind of see that it's kind of already done the move kind of thing. So yeah, I wasn't really interested in that anymore. Let me just quickly go on to the trade plan. Euro yen, that was another trade that I wanted, which we didn't quite get. Literally pips away from getting that. Very annoying indeed. One thing that I did note down though, which I'm definitely going to look into once I get a bit of free time after I finish for the summer from uni, is when we miss the entry by the tiniest amounts, but then we get price action. And if the price, say for example here, where I would have had my kind of been looked for like trouble areas, so we've got the low over here, we've got the high here, and we've obviously got the lows over here, and the next kind of area looking for kind of take profits would be this kind of area at 125.16. That's kind of where you'd be looking for next. And if we do get price action on near these areas, where if it is good to take these trades, and I'd like to see the stats on that as well, and that's something I'll definitely be looking into doing as well over the summer. What other things was I looking at? Someone sent me a message, let me just check my phone. It was Leonardo on the dollar CAD. So dollar CAD was another really fucking annoying one for me. I was actually had an order in down here last low pre-break, and my stop was under here. It was 22 pips below. Now I wanted to be long this area. One sec, let me get the box. I wanted to be long this area here, and I wanted to get into these lows. And you might be saying to me, well, yeah, fucking horrible. Yeah, I know, mate, it's horrible. And I know Leonardo was long quite a little bit up. If you don't mind, I'll get the picture he sent up of his entry. Where the fuck's Twitter gone? Twitter. Right, so I'll just put this across here. Now, he sent me this picture, and he was like, right, what do you reckon of this trade? And I said, well, it's actually a decent trade. I can see why he took it. We've got very, very, very good reactions off this level so far. We've got lows over here. You can kind of see lows. You're getting a really good reaction. You've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, well, 6 very, very decent reactions off of this level. Now, and I can definitely see why he took this trade, especially when he's got his fib retracement as a 50% fib, and then we're also come away from ATR, and I can definitely see why. Now, I personally trade last low pre-break, so my entry was a bit lower. And I don't know, I don't know, Leonardo, did you get stopped out, or did you have the balls to hold the trade, or I don't know, did it hit your take profit? Because if you did, good, very well done on that trade. But for me, it was very annoying that it came within 3.6 pips to entry, and then just fucked off. It's fucking well annoying. So that was another annoying trade what I pulled this week as well. If I actually go down onto the 4 hour, where I ended up trying to look for another entry, where I actually had my stop like that. That would have been right. So my entry there, stop under this candle. Okay, so trade my stop loss below this thing there, and then took it out by a few pips. And so, yeah, no, mate, it's horrible that shit. I'll tell you that right now. So what I did, I went onto the 4 hour, because I do trade hourly and 4 hour trades, and I tried to look for an entry there, but still, literally, 2 pips, 2.6 pips, fucking annoying. However, can't get them all. Other trades that I missed 2 trades today, but to be honest, I should be more harsh on myself today. I wasn't on the ball. I had a fucking dirty hangover this morning, and I also ruined my wall last night. I got a bottle of Prosecco. Well, I got 2 bottles of Prosecco from Aldi. Opened one on my fucking bed. Cork hit the fucking ceiling, and yeah, I got shitloads of Prosecco on my wall, and I tried to rub it off with flash wipes, and obviously flash wipes have bleach in them, so it rubbed all the fucking paint off. So my housemate was nice enough to paint my wall for me at probably about 12 o'clock last night, so very thankful for that, but oh well, fuck it. So yeah, the trades I missed today were dollar yen and silver. Now, I'll tell you why. I'll start on dollar yen and why I like this trade. So, straight away, if you know me by now, I like weekly levels. I'll just hit them. I don't care how. We obviously need space between the break and the entry point, and I don't like an immediate retest of the level. So, say if this wick actually hit this level, I wouldn't have liked that. However, I would have liked to have been in this trade. But I was actually asleep at this point. I was trying to just sleep off my hangover. But yeah, so where I would have actually been in this trade would have been pretty much this area here. I'd have had my stop above ATR, because what you do find is when we're trading around ATR, we do like to visit it. Now, I'd have had my stop there, and I would have played for this low. Now, this is just over 1R, but that to me is actually a perfect trade in my eyes. I'm very annoyed at myself. It would have been an amazing start to this month to get both the dollar, the yen, and the silver trade. However, you can't get them all. It's very annoying for me, but it's no excuse, but I do have a lot of other shit going on at the moment. I'm trying to do uni work, which I've got no fucking motivation to do, and loads of other crap. But this is why I can't wait to finish uni for the summer, because I'll be able to literally sit here all day, play a bit of RuneScape, and trade pretty much. But yeah, so that was very annoying. However, yeah, can't get them all. The next one obviously was the silver. So the silver trade, it's pretty much the same kind of setup. You can see the blue lines. I had these marked out. Pretty much as soon as we broke this level. And you might be wondering, Cam, you look like a bit of a cunt here, and you called the low. Now, I actually went all the way back to here, and I had a look at this low. This low pretty much was the area where I would have liked to have my take profit. Obviously, I missed it. I'm a cunt for missing it. I hope one of you lot got it, because at least then someone's made a bit of money today in the market. My stop for this one would have actually been quite tricky, to be honest. Obviously, to take profits 19 pips, and I don't like putting my my stop loss in areas where I think we're most likely to visit. So, say for example, these lows here, and obviously what you can see, the thrust candle through the level, it literally goes straight into that area. So, yeah, I would have probably been just above this shoulder or this candle here for my stop. Obviously, it's quite far away from ATR as well, then, which would have been very nice. But yeah, that was it for today, really. So the rest of the week, I've got shitloads of orders in. I don't think we're going to get up it here on silver. That would have been a nice trade, but I don't really think we're going to get up there. What else? The other trades I'm looking for, the Aussie, still want to get short the Aussie. I definitely think that would be a nice trade, even if we break this weekly level and we get a nice rounded retest like we did on the dollar yen or silver. That would be something I'd definitely look for. If we start at the beginning, yeah, so I'm actually going to mark this area out here. Mark this euro area out. Delete these boxes because I don't need these anymore. I'll definitely look to get in around there. We'll have to see where ATR is, obviously. Even if we look at the fibs, we've got 61.8% fib right on there, so I could actually take this trade if we did revisit back there. So yeah, that would be another area I'd look for. Pound, cable. Yeah, I like this kind of area down here to get long. I do. It's just because obviously I've got all the confluences there. We do have a lot of trouble areas though. Obviously we've got these lows here. My take profit is this area, kind of this area here, and this low. I do really think that we are going to visit this at some point in time this week. But yeah, that'd be another nice trade for us as well. Nothing on euro pound. I would love to get short euro pound. I just think euro's shite at the moment, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Swissy, not really anything on there. Yeah, can't really fucking say anything about that. Euro, pound yen. I've got a pound yen trade on here, but what I'll do is I'll bring my 4-hour chart on, and I'll show you why I've got that order on in a minute. Euro yen, fuck all. I still like this little area here into these lows, but we'll have to see what happens on that one. Just talked about the Aussie a minute ago. Dollar yen, I do think, actually no, I'll bring that up another day. Kiwi, not really anything there for me. Fuck dollar CAD, tell you that right now, it's pissed me right off. The SPOO, alright, so if I go on the hourly chart, nothing. Gonna be completely honest, nothing. Next one, so we've got gold. Don't really see anything happening here either, and obviously we had silver today, which I missed. DAX, well, it's holiday there, and oil, pretty much fuck all. So yeah, there's only a few more other things currently what I'm looking at. If I just bring on the 4-hour chart here, I'll show you what I've been looking at on this. Right, so euro dollar, still fuck all. Pound is, I tell you what, if we don't get the hourly entry and we swing away from it, say for example, I don't know, we swing and it goes to like this trade here goes to less than 1 hour, I will look for an entry on the 4-hour a bit lower down where this box is. This is definitely something I'd look for. Next chart, euro pound, nothing. Swissy, nothing. This is what I was talking about on the pound yen. So obviously it's the same kind of setup, just on a different time frame. Now I would get long from this area, this is kind of like an impulse move on the 4-hour chart, kind of like a hammer impulse move. We'll probably retest the hammerhead. Hopefully you not get any drawdown on the trade, and my take profit is actually where it's starting to top out, just the lows there. That's definitely where I'd look for on that one. Next area, euro yen, fuck all. Aussie, nothing. Well, we got it's actually quite funny how the Aussie short is on the 4 hour and it's also on the hourly chart. That's another thing that I've been looking into as well. US dollar yen, now Kiwi, nothing. Fuck dollar CAD. I could have taken this actually today, the SPU trade, the S&P trade. But the reason why I'm not actually wanting to trade this as much at the moment is because we are at all-time highs, and I don't really like trading shit when it's at all-time highs. Yes, I know you can get some really good like liquidity traps and you can get some really good moves. However, if we haven't really been at the all-time highs before, I don't really like it. Some of you may say, well, Cam, what, you was fucking long here. However, if you actually look, we were still below the all-time high before. So that was why I kind of like that trade. So yeah, that's that. Gold, still got my short up here, obviously, which is on the 4 hour chart. Not really seeing anything on there on the 4 hour. Silver, still fuck all. DAX, no fucking talk about that shit. And obviously nothing on oil. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm kind of looking for. Pretty much all what the orders are already, and the blue box zones. So yeah, that's all I'm kind of looking for at the moment. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? Not really. So yeah, those are the next kind of trades I'm looking for. Unless we don't, if can I give your view on the FTSE? You want me to give my view on the FTSE? Okay, let me have a little look. It's not a market I personally trade that much. Oh, fuck. Is it UK 100? Yeah. Right. If I'm looking at this just as a naked, right, let me do it on my. Put that back on there. 1 sec. FTSE. Thinking to sell into the lows. You think it can be good, mate? If it's in your trade plan and it's something that you like, take it, because I don't know how you trade and I don't know your strategy that well, so I'm not too sure. If I'm looking at this here, let me have a little look. So what I'm seeing is we kind of got a level here. We've got that there. Wait, let me go time frame. I'm not too sure. I don't really trade the FTSE, so I can't really give my personal opinion on it. However, we have just broken through this area, and if I was trading it, I would kind of be like this. This would be my play. So stick this there, because there's nothing on the hourly really that you can take as a trade unless you trade this area pretty much here and you put your stop. I don't know where you'd put your stop because you're going into this low over here, and yeah, it's a bit of a hard one, this one, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, probably get short this 73.65 area if I was trading it. Or what I would do is I'd go up the time frame, go onto the 4 hour chart and look to get short this area, and I would put my stop either above there and aim for this kind of area down here. So pretty much this level, so 72, 76, that's kind of what I would do. But I don't trade it, so yeah. I think that's it for today. I can't remember if there's anything else that I need to tell you what I'm going to be going over this week. I've not had a chance to do my inside day failure bar testing yet. I haven't looked back at it. Obviously, I looked at the pictures on stream, but yeah, I just haven't had time. I really don't. I really should make more time. But what I might do, what's happening? What I'll do is I'll actually put that on a note, post-it note now, and I might talk about that on Friday. But what I'll do on Friday is on the stream is I'll sum up my week. I'll just tell you how I've got on. Obviously, you've heard the trades that I've kind of either taken off or missed or whatever other bollocks I've done today. So we don't really need to revisit that. So I'll just kind of sum up the week, and kind of tell you what I'm kind of looking to do over the weekend, if anything, to be honest. But yeah, so what I might actually do is, out of all of you lot, how many of you actually either use like Edgewonk or a proper journal? Because I'd love to know. Because if you want, I could go over that and my process of what I'm doing, like filling out the journal. Because at first, when I was journaling, obviously it was shit, and obviously before now we went through the trade plan, which was filling out, putting in all of the areas which I'm looking to go get and do business at. But I don't know what else to say really. Is there anything the 3 people who are currently in the live stream want me to talk about? Anything else? No. Alright, cool. So there's no other current trades that I'm looking at. We actually have a quick look at what we can quickly do is we can look at the hourly, the daily chart. Right, what are we looking at here then? Any daily biases I like? I like this Euro Yen inside day. Mostly is clear. Alright, cool. I like this Euro Yen inside day failure. What I'll actually do quickly, I'll go over some of them with you. So what do we have here then? Oh, that's a nice pin bar. If we close below here, I might look to get short the cable. That's definitely something I might look at. Might look at getting short euro. These are all, by the way, just off my daily biases. Look to get short euro. Look to get short that. Look to get short euro yen maybe. Pound yen. But that's the thing. By the way, I'm not going to obviously take all these fucking trades. I'll be so over. My risk would be a joke if I took all of these. So I'll probably only take 2. It might be either euro yen and euro yen and cable, or pound yen and euro dollar. It completely depends. I'll stick orders on and just see what triggers first, to be honest. So other daily biases, nothing really. What we can quickly do actually, if I go on to my hourly chart, and we can actually quickly have a little look at that. Oh shit, what's happened? Because I've just lost. Oh, there it is. There's my Streamlabs. Right, so let me quickly go on to the euro yen, and we'll have a little look over what kind of play. We'll have a little look over what plays I'd look for on these. So we'll start on the euro dollar. Let me just go to daily, mark out the areas which I kind of like. So that would be that there. Let me go down here. Probably won't look to get short of this, just due to the fact the stop would be massive. Well, not massive, but it'd be quite big, and I don't really like that stop at all, especially when you've got this high, kind of looking into this kind of touching of the level that's pretty much around here. I'd like to get short. If we do visit up here, obviously, if I did look for the pin bar trade, I would be kind of looking, it might go into drawdown, so looking to get short this area, especially when we've had that pin bar, might be an absolute shout. Going on to the euro, onto the cable, I mean. This one might be a little bit more attractive to take. Let me just put that there. Yeah, see, I'm not a massive fan of that either, to be honest. I don't really like that. It's way too... I'm not a fan of that at all. Nothing on there. Pound yen. What's the fib on this? Let me have a little look. Oh, okay. Okay then. Right, let me just have a little look on this. Right. I will look to get short this if we close below the swing the swing high of the previous day. I will definitely look to get short this. One, because it's obviously a piece of PA that I like on the daily chart, and two, we're rejecting the 50% fib. My play for this would be pretty much a stop above the highs and then playing into the first trouble area. Wait, let me have a little check. But yeah, it will literally be 1R trade. I could look to trade it down to this daily, this weekly level, obviously, because we have actually go on there. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be pretty much 31 pips for 36. I could look to going into this daily level because obviously we have a daily bias, but we'll see what happens. If we do close there, I will definitely look to get short that. Euro yen, we got inside day failure on that. Let me go on to the fucking chart. Yeah, not massive fan of this one. I know we're rejecting the 38.2% fib, but you know my luck with fucking this shit in a moment. And if you actually look of how I would trade it down to this, I would like it down to this low. It's not as attractive as the pound yen trade. So yeah, I'd be looking for the pound yen. If it does close below here, you'll probably see me on Twitter shouting at my screen or something along the lines of that. Why I'm getting short that. Yeah, I would definitely like that one indeed. Is there any level around there? No, not really. But yeah, if we do close down there and we do reject this level, I definitely would like that trade with where the 50% fib is. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Obviously, I don't want these ones. Oh no, I needed that. Fucker. Can I do that? And it comes back. Nope. That's fucking shit. Right, so yeah, I'll be looking to get short this area here, maybe, and pound yen. So yeah. Alright guys, well, I will, I don't know if I'll update you on Twitter if I've taken it or not. You'll probably know if you've been in the stream or watched the video on YouTube if I have taken it, because you kind of know how I kind of like trading as well. So yeah, that's it then really. Is there anything you want me to go over on Friday or on Sunday, just DM me on Twitter or just leave a comment in the comment box on YouTube what you'd like me to go over. I'm not too sure what I'm going to go over yet. I would like to go over journaling, but if it's fucking boring and no one wants me to do it, then there you go. I might put a poll on Twitter about that actually. I'll probably stream on Friday after the close, and I might actually what work have I got on? What I might do is have a couple drinks as well. If a lot of people come in on the stream, what I might do is I could Discord you and we can have a little chat about the markets on Discord, in my Discord group. So yeah, anyways, ledges, right, have a good day tomorrow. If you've got any concerns about anything, give me a DM, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. People who watch on YouTube, please subscribe and like the thing as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, a couple of drinks, mate, just a couple. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Good night.